Listen carefully, because what I'm about to share with you is not just another video. This is not just content that you play in the background while you scroll through something else. This is a message, a direct message to you, to your life, to your future self. For too long, many of us have been at war with our own minds. We encourage others, we motivate friends, we lift strangers up with kindness. But when it comes to the way we talk to ourselves, we're our own worst enemies. We tear ourselves down. We doubt every step. We replay our mistakes. And we whisper words to ourselves that we would never say to the people we love. But here's the truth no one tells you. The most important conversation you will ever have in your life is the one you have with yourself. Your inner dialogue is either your prison or your freedom. It's either pushing you forward or holding you back. And that's why, starting today, I want to challenge you to something powerful, something simple but life-changing. For the next 5 days, I want you to pay attention to how you talk to yourself. And not just pay attention, I want you to change it. For 5 days, you will replace doubt with belief. For 5 days, you will stop replaying failures and start speaking victories. For 5 days, you will train your mind the way a warrior trains his body. And here's the promise. If you truly commit to this, if you give yourself these 5 days of intentional self-talk, you will feel different. You will think different. You will walk different. You will look at yourself on the 6th day and realize you are not the same person anymore. Because when you change the conversation in your head, you change the direction of your life. Now, before we dive deeper into this challenge, I need you to do one thing for me, because it keeps this message alive and helps more people hear it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. Hit that like button so this message reaches more people who need it. Drop a comment and share your thoughts, because your words might inspire someone else to start their own journey. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video in this series. And if this message hits home, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, because sometimes one message can save a life. This isn't just a video. This is a 5-day journey that begins with you. And it all starts with the way you talk to yourself. Chapter 1. The first day. Tell yourself, I am enough. Say it out loud. Whisper it. Shout it. Repeat it until your mind has no choice but to believe it. I am enough. This is where it all begins. For years, maybe even your whole life, you've been fed lies. Lies from the world. Lies from people who didn't see your value. Lies from your own doubts. Lies that told you you're not smart enough, not strong enough, not beautiful enough, not talented enough, not worthy enough. But here's the truth. You have always been enough. Before the mistakes, before the heartbreaks, before the failures, even before the victories, you were already enough. The problem is, you stopped reminding yourself. You let the noise of the world drown out the voice that should have been the loudest, your own. And so, on day 1 of this journey, the very first thing you must speak into your soul is this: I am enough. Not because you have it all figured out. Not because you've reached your goals. Not because you're perfect. But because you are a human being, alive in this moment, carrying gifts, strength, and potential that the world hasn't even seen yet. Think about it. How many times have you held back because you thought you weren't ready? How many dreams have you delayed because you thought you weren't good enough? How many opportunities have slipped away because you doubted yourself before you even tried? Day 1 is about breaking that chain. When you wake up, before you even pick up your phone, I want you to tell yourself, I am enough, right here, right now. Say it when you're brushing your teeth. Say it in the mirror, even if your voice shakes. Say it when fear creeps in. Say it when comparison whispers that someone else is better. Because here's the reality. No one else can give you this permission. No one else can hand you your worth. It has to come from you. And the more you affirm it, the more your mind will start to align with the truth. Yes, you'll hear that doubting voice try to fight back. It will say, "No, you're not. Look at your past. Look at your flaws. Look at your failures. But you must respond with power. I am enough because my past does not define me. I am enough because my flaws are not my identity. I am enough because my failures are not the end. They are the beginning." This is not about arrogance. This is not about pretending to be perfect. It's about finally standing on solid ground in your own life. It's about refusing to shrink, refusing to settle, refusing to live as less than who you were created to be. So today and every day of this 5-day journey, the first thing you must tell yourself is, "I am enough." Say it until you believe it. Believe it until you live it. And live it until the world has no choice but to see it. Chapter 2. How you will behave on the second day. On the second day of this journey, things begin to shift. Day 1 was about planting the seed, speaking to yourself, declaring, "I am enough." But day 2 is where belief meets behavior. Because words without action are just echoes. You don't just tell yourself who you are. You show it through the way you carry yourself, the way you move, the way you behave. So here's how you will behave on day 2. 1. Walk with presence. When you step into a room, you will no longer shrink into the background. You will not hide behind your insecurities. You will walk tall, shoulders back, head up. Not in arrogance, but in quiet confidence. Because you understand now that you belong here. You are enough to stand where you stand. You don't have to beg for permission to exist. 2. Speak with intention. On day 2, your words will no longer be careless. You won't waste your energy gossiping, complaining, or doubting yourself out loud. Instead, you will speak words that reflect strength, gratitude, and purpose. When fear tries to slip into your sentences, you will catch it and correct it. No more, "I can't." No more, "I'll never." From now on, you will speak as if your future is already waiting for you. 3. Act with discipline. Day 2 is not about waiting for motivation. It's about moving with discipline. You will behave like the person you're becoming, not the person you're leaving behind. You won't negotiate with laziness. You won't delay the habits that you know will build you. You'll wake up and choose action, even if it's small, even if it's uncomfortable, because the smallest disciplined steps today are building the giant tomorrow. 4. Treat yourself with respect. On day 2, you will no longer talk to yourself like an enemy, and because of that, you will behave like someone who values themselves. You will not tolerate environments that drain you, people who belittle you, or habits that break you. Instead, you will choose to surround yourself with energy that aligns with your growth. You will eat to fuel your body, not punish it. You will rest to restore your soul, not out of laziness. You will act as if your life is valuable, because it is. 5. Move with gratitude, not fear. Most people wake up and behave out of fear. Fear of failing, fear of rejection, fear of being judged. But on day 2, you will move with gratitude. Every step, every moment, every breath, you will see as a chance to grow. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" you'll ask, "What if I learn?" Instead of saying, "Why me?" you'll say, "Thank God it's me." Day 2 is about alignment. Your behavior finally matches your belief. It's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. And as you move through this day, people around you will notice. They may not know what changed, but they will feel it. They will see the presence in your posture, the clarity in your words, the discipline in your actions, and the respect in the way you treat yourself. And here's the best part. You will feel it too. By the end of day 2, you'll realize that this challenge isn't just about positive thinking. It's about transformation. You're no longer waiting for life to change. You're changing it with every step, every choice, every word, and every behavior. On day 1, you told yourself, "I am enough." On day 2, you prove it through how you behave. Chapter 3. What you will focus your mind on. Day 3. On the 3rd day of this journey, something incredible happens. Your mind begins to awaken. The first day, you told yourself the truth. "I am enough." The second day, you behaved like it, walking, speaking, and living with intention. But now, on day 3, we go to the battlefield where the greatest wars are fought. Your mind. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. What you focus on expands. What you repeat becomes your truth, and what you allow to sit in your mind becomes the direction of your life. So today is about focus. Today is about training your mind to build, not to break, to rise, not to sink, to see possibilities, not problems. 1. Focus on what you can control. Every single day, life throws things at you that are outside your control. People's opinions, unexpected events, setbacks you didn't ask for. And if you spend your energy obsessing over what you can't control, you'll always feel powerless. So today, you shift your focus. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you ask, "What can I do right now?" You control your effort. You control your attitude. You control your habits. And when you focus on what you control, you stop wasting your power on what you can't. 2. Focus on gratitude, not lack. The human mind has a default setting called scarcity. It always notices what's missing, what's wrong, what's lacking. But today you will reprogram that setting. Today your mind will focus on gratitude. Instead of saying, "I don't have enough," you'll remind yourself, "I woke up today. I have another chance. I have breath in my lungs. I have strength in my body. I have lessons from my past. And I have possibilities ahead of me." Gratitude is not ignoring reality. It's shifting your focus to see the full picture. Because when you focus on gratitude, you stop living in a mindset of not enough, and you start living in the truth of abundance. 3. Focus on your vision, not your distractions. Day 3 is about clarity. Your mind is like a lens. If it's blurry, you will live a blurry life. But when it's focused, everything sharpens. Today, you will focus on your vision, not your distractions. Social media, noise, negativity. They will try to pull you in 100 different directions. But you must ask yourself, does this feed my vision, or does this steal my focus? Every distraction costs you energy. Every wasted hour delays your growth. But every moment of focus brings you closer to your purpose. So on day 3, you will train your mind like a warrior trains his sword. You will keep it sharp, directed, and ready. 4. Focus on solutions, not problems. Most people are problem-focused. They get stuck repeating what went wrong, who hurt them, what failed. But problems are not the end. They are invitations to grow. Today, you will shift your focus from problems to solutions. Instead of saying, "This is impossible," you'll ask, "What's the first step I can take?" Instead of saying, "I failed," you'll say, "What lesson did I gain?" The difference between the people who rise and the people who remain stuck isn't the size of the problem, it's the size of their focus. 5. Focus on becoming, not just achieving. This is one of the deepest lessons for day 3. Your mind must focus not just on the goal, but on the process. Not just on the finish line, but on the person you're becoming along the way. Because true transformation is not about crossing one milestone. It's about evolving into the type of person who can keep climbing, keep growing, keep winning. So today, when you look in the mirror, you won't just ask, "What do I want to achieve?" You'll ask, "Who do I want to become?" The power of day 3. By the end of this 3rd day, you will notice a shift. Your thoughts will feel lighter, your energy will feel stronger, and your direction will feel clearer. The world will still throw challenges at you. Negative voices will still try to creep in. But now, you are learning to master the most powerful weapon you have: your focus. Day 1, you declared, "I am enough." Day 2, you behaved like it. Day 3, you focused your mind on it. And from this day forward, your life will follow the direction of your focus. Chapter 4. How you will react to challenges. Day 4. By the time you reach day 4, you've already done something powerful. You've spoken truth into your life on day 1. You've behaved with purpose on day 2. You've focused your mind on strength and clarity on day 3. But now comes the test, because what good are affirmations? What good is focus? What good is discipline? If the moment life hits you, you collapse. Day 4 is where your training meets reality. Day 4 is where you learn that obstacles are not your enemy. They are your teachers. Day 4 is where you decide how you will react when life throws storms your way. Understand this: challenges are inevitable. No matter who you are, no matter how much you prepare, life will test you. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You will face setbacks. You will face rejection. You will face failure. And sometimes, you'll face pain so deep it will make you question your strength. But here's the truth most people never grasp. It's not the challenge itself that destroys people. It's their reaction to it. Some give up at the first sign of resistance. Some complain, blame, and collapse under pressure. But the strong, the disciplined, the unstoppable, they react differently. Rule 1. You will not panic. On day 4, you train yourself not to panic when problems arrive, because panic clouds your vision. Panic magnifies the problem and makes it seem bigger than it is. Instead, you will pause. You will breathe. You will remind yourself, "I've been through worse, and I am still here." Panic weakens you. Patience strengthens you. And so, your first reaction will not be chaos. It will be calm. Rule 2. You will not complain. Complaining is the favorite hobby of the weak. They waste their energy crying about what's wrong instead of fixing it. On day 4, you will rise above that. You will not waste your breath on "why me?" Instead, you will ask, "What now?" Because complaining changes nothing, but action changes everything. Rule 3. You will look for the lesson. Every challenge carries a hidden gift. A failure teaches humility. A setback builds resilience. A rejection redirects you towards something greater. So when the obstacle appears, you won't say, "This is the end." You will say, "This is the beginning of my growth." You'll ask yourself, what is this challenge teaching me? What strength is this pain developing in me? What wisdom am I gaining right now that I couldn't learn in comfort? And once you see the lesson, the obstacle loses its power over you. Rule 4. You will keep moving. Day 4 is about refusing to stand still. No matter how heavy the challenge feels, you will not stop. You may move slowly. You may stumble. You may crawl. But you will keep moving forward, because motion is victory. Progress, no matter how small, is proof that you are stronger than the storm. Rule 5. You will respond. with power, not weakness. On day 4, your reaction to challenges will separate you from the crowd. Where others fold, you will stand. Where others quit, you will continue. Where others see walls, you will see doors. This is not because your challenges are easier. No, it's because your mindset is stronger. You've trained your inner dialogue, your behavior, and your focus. And now, all of it comes together in how you respond to adversity. The power of day 4. By the end of this day, you will realize something profound. Obstacles don't break you. They build you. The struggle you're in today is shaping the strength you'll need tomorrow. The rejection you feel now is clearing the path for the opportunity you didn't even know was waiting. The pain you carry today is stretching you into someone who can handle greater blessings tomorrow. So when challenges come on day 4, you will not react with fear, doubt, or anger. You will react with courage, patience, and power. Because now you understand. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. Day 1, you declared, "I am enough." Day 2, you behaved like it. Day 3, you focused your mind on it. And now, day 4, you prove it in the fire of challenges. This is where resilience is born. This is where your transformation becomes unshakable. This is where you stop reacting like a victim and start responding like a warrior. Chapter 5. The final transformation. Day 5. Here you are. Day 5. The final step in this journey. You've spoken life into yourself. You've behaved with purpose. You've trained your focus. You've endured challenges and learned how to respond with strength. And now, on this final day, something extraordinary happens. You see yourself differently, not as the broken, uncertain, doubtful version of who you used to be, but as someone stronger, sharper, and more alive than ever before. The new lens of day 5 on day 5, you stop seeing yourself only through the lens of your past. You stop measuring yourself by old failures, by old pain, by old mistakes. Instead, you begin to see yourself through the lens of potential, growth, and possibility. You look in the mirror and no longer say, "I'm not enough." You now say, "I am becoming everything I was meant to be." Your reflection is no longer just a face, it's a reminder of how far you've come in just 5 days. The future you claim. Day 5 is about vision. Your mind no longer sees life as something that just happens to you. Now, you see life as something you can shape, build, and direct. Your future is not a question mark, it's a promise. A promise that with discipline, with the right self-talk, with intentional focus, and with resilience, you can rise above anything. You no longer wake up saying, "I hope good things happen." You now wake up saying, "I will make good things happen." How you will carry this forward. On this final day, you understand this journey wasn't just about 5 days. It was about setting a foundation for the rest of your life. Because here's the truth. The way you talk to yourself determines how you live. And now, you've proven to yourself that you can speak power instead of doubt, discipline instead of excuses, gratitude instead of lack, resilience instead of weakness. Day 5 is not the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you no longer sabotage yourself, no longer give up at the first challenge, no longer drown in negativity. From this day forward, you choose growth. From this day forward, you choose strength. From this day forward, you choose to live with a vision that is greater than your fears. The final message. So hear me clearly. This is not just a video. It's not just content. This has been a message for your life. You now know. On day 1, you are enough. On day 2, you behave like it. On day 3, you focus your mind on it. On day 4, you prove it through your response to challenges. And on day 5, you see yourself as the person who is ready to live a new life. This is your transformation. This is your moment. This is your reminder that change doesn't take years. It begins the moment you take control of your inner dialogue. And before we close this chapter, I have one last request. If this journey has spoken to you, if even one word in these 5 days has impacted you, don't let it stop here. Hit that subscribe button right now. It's absolutely free. Click the like button so this message can reach more people who need it. Drop a comment below and tell me which day hit you the hardest. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, Day 4, or Day 5. And don't forget to share this video with someone who needs this message in their life. Finally, turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Because this is not the end. It's just the beginning of your story. And I promise you, the next chapter of your life will be greater than anything you've left behind.